You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Let's get you across the Tasman. Adam Peacock, one of the hardest working men on that side of the Tasman, or on any side of the Tasman, joins us now. What a week it's been for you. Are you still in Victoria or not?
Yes, just getting ready for big Champions Day here. 3 Group 1s over this part of the world, Piney. So we've got a bit of a Kiwi interest as well. I think Bellatrix Star goes around in the sprint. 3-year-old filly from over your part. So, no, it's been a great week. And, of course, we claim her now, Sheila. She's been here for a while, Sheila Laxon. But I think she's still got that shade of the Kiwi accent, winning the Cup early in the week. So one of the best stories going around, that is, that 100-to-1 winner.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. I mean, and I guess the major storyline of Melbourne Cup week. It's a huge week, isn't it? I don't want to sort of state obvious too much, but it's a massive week of horse racing, isn't it?
Yeah, so you've got 8 Group 1s, the 3 of which are today. They call it Champions Day. They've done a really good job in recalibrating this day. It used to be just a bit nondescript. One Group 1, everyone's kind of drying out from the week, if you know what I mean, because it is a big week on the social front, got to be honest. And we're still drying out, but we've got this magnificent day that's got a pep in our step. But no, it's such a good week, and we've had good crowds. And I think some of the narrative around the Cup itself, like I think 3-4 years ago, they hypercharged the nup to the Cup, and horses were dying the Melbourne Cup. It wasn't a good look, but now the club and Racing Victoria brought in these parameters where it's like, if your horse has got any hint of an issue, it ain't running. Sorry, we can't deal with this. It's not happening. So it's good that it's turbocharged the narrative around horse welfare and looking after horses and everything like that. So hopefully that is part of the fabric of racing forever, because it hasn't always been. But no, they've done a great job, and the Cup at 100-to-1 the other day, which my 8-year-old daughter found the winner of somehow because she liked the colours. There you go. That's racing. The more you know, the less you know, Piney.
Did you take the tip from her?
Of course not. No, I did 3 days of I did 3 days of form, and I looked at sectional times and this, that, and the other. Of course not. Anyway, and and my wife backed warp speed because as a kid she was a good sprinter. So that's how. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to this caper. So anyway, she said to me when I got home on Tuesday night, she goes, "Dad, I think I'm a bit magical," because she tipped 100-to-1 winner to 100-to-1 pop last year to finish third. So yeah, she thinks she's pretty magical when it comes to the tips, but I'll just restrict it to 1 day a year. Thank you very much. That'll do.
No, fair enough. I was going to say what I'll do is I'll bypass you completely now for my tips. What I'll do is I'll get you just to check with your daughter what she thinks, and you pass that information back to me. I don't need your expertise anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And neither Peacock's tipping service. Free to all, or you can subscribe as well. Anyway, we'll see how we go with it.
What have the crowds been like? Have been good crowds turning out across the week?
Yeah, they've got nearly 90, I think, on Cup Day, 80 last Saturday for Derby Day. I think I'm not sure they had on Oaks Day. It looked pretty sparse, but probably still has 40, 50,000 in here, and I think we're hoping about 60 today. So yeah, it's huge, and the city is buzzing as well. And this part of the world, I keep on saying it every time I come back to Melbourne, this part of the world just copped it in COVID. And it was really, everyone's morale was just on the floor. So now that everything's back to normal-ish, it's great to see this city come alive, because it is a magnificent sporting city with all the facilities that they've got. And everyone gets into, this time of year especially, it's all about AFL, the winter months, but then it kind of diversifies this time of year, and we've got the tennis coming around the corner as well. So, no, it's a great time.
Good man. Just a couple of quick ones before you go. Joseph Suali'i is going to debut for the Wallabies, the league convert. Much noise around about this?
Yeah, huge. Like, it's put the Wallabies on the back page in the rugby league quarters. So yeah, it's a huge call though. Joe Schmidt's come up with 13 defensively. Suali'i, I mean, if he does anything that he did in league, it's even more strict, as you know, Piney, in rugby union around the head. So defensively, I'm just intrigued how he's going to handle it. But throw him in. He's a really good kid. He's a really impressive human being. So I don't think he'll be overawed by it. It's just the little intricacies that he's going to have to learn on the run. I mean, first up in a game at Twickenham against England, your first ever rugby match on the big stage. Not even like a club rugby game or a state game. It's a huge ask. So no, it's been the big story over here, definitely.
All right, even bigger than ray gun retiring?
Flags at half-mast in the dance community, Piney, over here. Yeah. Seriously. Like, I'm a bit biased because my daughters dance, and I've seen the dance community and what those people can do in their chosen craft. And for that person to be able to get us started in the Olympics and do that on the world stage just beggars belief. But anyway, hopefully she finds a successful outcome for whatever she chooses in her chosen path in life going on now. And I don't think she'll be badly missed by the dance community in Australia, put it that way.
I think you've got a future in diplomacy. Absolutely magnificent from you. I know you've got a busy afternoon ahead, so thanks for popping in as always, mate. We'll chat again next Saturday.
Cheers, Piney. Have a good one, mate.
You too, mate. Cheers, Adam Peacock there from the other side of the Tasman. His regular slot here on News Talk ZB on Saturday afternoons.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.